Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So it's match day 6. I've had 5 players eliminated and 1 player suspended for the next round, so that's 6 players potentially out for the next round. So in this video I'm going to run you by my transfer options, option 1 or option 2, and I'm going to use the 12th man chip, so stay tuned for that. I'm currently ranked in the top 500, and with me using my chip I'm hoping to claw some points back and get into the top 100. That's the target, to get into the top 100. And if you want to see how I get on, hit the subscribe button. I'm so close to getting the 150 milestone, so you could help me get over that line. And yeah, it might be fun to see how I get on and see if I get into the top 100. Anyway, waffling on, let's just jump into it. Right, so first let's go over my match day 5 side. So in goalie I had Donnarumma and Sanchez. I had Sanchez to start, and then I changed him to Donnarumma. Donnarumma kept another clean sheet. That's 3 clean sheets in a row, I think, for Donnarumma. So 8 points. Then into defence, Hakimi kept another clean sheet, as did Pacho. Pacho got himself sent off, so he'll be suspended for the next round. Cucurella didn't look as threatening attacking-wise this game. Cucurella got himself 2 points, they conceded, which was a bit of a shame. And then lastly we've got Anton, he played Real Madrid and got knocked out. He conceded 3 goals, so he got 0 points. Close to deadline, I made the switch and got James and Milenkovic-Savic instead of Garcia and Minetto. A bit of a frustrating one. Reece James was set to start in midfield, but he pulled up in warm-up with a tightness in his leg. And then Savic only got himself 1 point, he got a yellow card. So I'm -3 from doing that switch. Brian Cole Palmer's working out, he got 2 assists last game, he's got a goal this game. A lot of people didn't get him. And this bodes well for the next round because he's got his confidence of scoring a goal. Kvaratskhelia didn't do that much, he had a chance, didn't score it. Fernandez wasn't as attacking as usual because Caicedo and Lavia was out the side, so he had to do a bit more defensive work. But Caicedo's back from ban and Lavia could be back fit, so Fernandez could be a good player for the next round. I dropped Alisi to the bench to play Mbappe. Mbappe didn't start and I was a bit frustrated, but he came on and scored the winner in the last minutes. Grassi also got himself a goal late on as well. And Gustavo got himself a goal against his new club. So I did play the maximum captain, so the captaincy was on Gustavo and he was getting 18 points. And then it went to Hakimi, who got 10 points and he jumbled up to 20. So that's 3 games in a row that Hakimi's done well for me. And that jumps my points up to 69 points. And I'm ranked now 394th in the world. So with that out of the way, let's focus on match day 6. So first of all, I just want to go over my chip strategy. I'm going to use the 12th man in this match day, and I'll walk you through what my options are. So in this round, we've got 5 transfers to use. I'm sure a lot of managers have got a few players that have been knocked out and they're looking to replace them. And in the final, we'll have 6. And in this round, the max players from each club has gone up. Now we can get 6 players from each club, and then 8 in the final. And here are the semi-final fixtures: Fluminense versus Chelsea, and then PSG versus Real Madrid. For me, it'll be looking to get that 6th player from Chelsea, and then I'll be looking to get PSG and Real Madrid players. So here's how my match day 6 sides looking. I've got Pacho suspended, I've got Anton, Alisi, Milenkovic-Savic, Grassi and Gustavo eliminated. So that's 6 players that won't be playing in the next round. I'm thinking potentially just use 5 transfers and keeping Pacho, because if PSG get through and they get into the final, I want Pacho for the final. And my thinking is, if Chelsea do well in the first game, I won't really want to take any of the players inside. So then the players on the bench for the second game probably won't even be brought in. So -3 for somebody that won't even play feels a bit stupid. I could go for somebody from Fluminense like Thiago Silva, but for a -3 when I think they're going to concede, I don't think it's worth it. So right now I've got 2 transfer options, and option number 1 is to get Trent, Guller, Bellingham, Garcia and Jackson. This is, as you can see, very heavy on Real Madrid. I need to decide if I think Real Madrid or PSG are going to go through. And then the second option is to get Garcia, Dewey, Dembele, Garcia and then Pedro. Potentially this will all swing on who starts up front for Chelsea. We will know who starts for Chelsea before deadline, I think. So it'll be, if Jackson starts, I'll probably go for option 1. If Pedro starts, I'll probably go for option 2. So this is how my side would look if we went for option A. I'd have 0.0 in the bank. And then I'll be activating the 12th man and I'll get Dembele or Dewey. Dembele, he's not started yet, but I think he came off the bench and did really well. He scored a goal and I think he'll start this next one. So I really want Dembele. And then this is how my side would look on each side. I'd have 6 players from Chelsea in Sanchez, James, Cucurella, Fernandez, Palmer and Jackson. And then I'll have 9 players from side B in Donnarumma, Hakimi, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele or Dewey, depending on which 12th man player I pick. And then Trent, Guller, Bellingham, Garcia and then Mbappe. I've left Pacho in red because he's suspended. And then this is how option 2 would look. Garcia, Dewey, Dembele, Pedro and Garcia into my side. I do favour this side. I think it's a little bit better. I do think the PSG midfielders are more attacking, so they're more likely to score goals, so I do think they're better. Again, I'd have 0 money in the bank. And then I'd use my 12th man chip and it'll be on Vinicius Jr. or Bellingham, probably Vinicius Jr. And I do like this option because if I get Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Garcia, Dewey, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, I feel like I've got all the attacking players for PSG and Real Madrid. So if there's goals, I should cover all of it. And that would leave me with Sanchez, James, Cucurella, Fernandez, Palmer and Pedro. And then for the other side, it'd be Donnarumma, Hakimi, Kvaratskhelia, Dewey, Dembele. And then I'd have Garcia, Mbappe, Garcia, and then Bellingham or Vinicius Jr. And I'd have 9 and 6, and then still Pacho suspended. I could sell Pacho for a -3 and get Thiago Silva, but it feels a bit stupid to me because if he concedes, I'll probably be benching him. Then I could potentially have a headache of who I want to bring in because the Chelsea players might have already got through and done really well, so I might want to keep them all on the side. And then I might not even want to bring the players like Garcia's off the bench. I might only bring one of the PSG midfielders and a Real Madrid player into the side. For example, if Chelsea keep a clean sheet and James Cucurella and Sanchez get 6 or 7 points, I probably won't want to bring him out. If Palmer gets a goal, I won't want to bring him out. And then it'll be probably Fernandes and Pedro that drop out my side. And I'll be probably bringing in one of Dewey, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. So Garcia's won't be coming in. I'd rather just have a 40-man squad for this one and have Pacho for the final if they get through. If not, I'll get rid of Pacho in the final. I feel like I'm set up pretty well here because if Chelsea go through, I want Sanchez, James, Cucurella, Palmer, Fernandes for the final. If PSG will go through, I want all them players, so I've got them all set. And if Real Madrid go through, I've got Mbappe and the Garcias already on my side. So then I can sell my PSG players and buy Real Madrid, so I can get Courtois instead of Donnarumma. I can get Trent instead of Hakimi. I can get Bellingham instead of Dembele. I can get Guller instead of Kvaratskhelia. And then I can upgrade Garcia into Vinicius Jr. And I'll know which players are playing just before deadline, so I'll know exactly which players I should have in my 11. And I don't really need the bench because they can't play. So there we have it for my Matchday 6 transfer plans video. As you can see, there's still a lot up in the air. As you can see, I'm not fully locked into what option I'm going to do. Option 2 is probably the more likely, but it's not locked in yet. I'm going to have a play around the next few hours and make a decision which route I'm going to go. And then I'll record another video of a team selection video and I'll drop that tomorrow morning, which route I'm going to go. I'm currently ranked top 400 in the world, and with me using my 12-man chip, I'm hoping I can claw back some points and get into that top 100. That's the target. If you're liking this content, hit subscribe. I'm so close to hitting 150 subscribers. The aim for this video is to get 20 likes, so hit the like button. And please do get in the comment section, do you think I should go for option 1 or option 2? I do need your help. This will be helpful if you can help me make a decision on this. Anyway, signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.